Hello everybody, my name is Marcel Irnie, and this video is about my Northern Lite 10.2 truck camper. It is a 2006 Northern Lite. Now the 10.2 is the biggest truck camper that Northern Lite makes, and what separates it from the other truck campers, say an Arctic Fox, is the boat design. They build it like a boat, so it's a two-piece clamshell. So you can see the clamshell right down the side and then V's down and then finishes off at the tail here. And it goes right around the whole unit, except for they cut out the door. So with the 2006, they have this back door rain canopy that pulls out. On the newer ones, it is as wide as the back, but then the ladder is obstructed by it as well. We got a bunch of hatches or openings on the outside here, and so I will take a look through those in a second when I pull the key out. So this is on my dually, my 2009 Duramax LMM, and right now I'm just in Shelton, Washington at my friend's place. Been doing some boondocking between the racetracks, and the Hammersley Inlet is out there. Let's go take a quick look. Absolutely beautiful out here in Shelton. The tide right now is going back in. It's a dead end up ahead, so the water is going in, and in the morning it starts to work its way out again. Okay, back to the Northern Lite. Now, because I have a dually, and you're definitely going to want a dually with a big truck camper like this, the jacks have a little push button at the bottom to release it. So push it up, goes out, and that's how you unload with the dually. It just gets past the wheel. However, I do not recommend pulling this 10.2 off of your Duramax because the fit is incredibly tight. So tight, in fact, that it's touching on both sides. Let's try to focus in on there. With the Rhino line added, it just made it touch both sides, so I got to use grease to slide it in. Here's the other side. You can see very, very tight. Okay, so while we're going over the exterior, let's check out. So this is the built-in Onan generator compartment, but nobody really uses an Onan. Just carry your EU 2000, but it doesn't really fit in here, so I got the 1000 in this area, and this is where I put all my blocks. The 10.2 has room for two 5-gallon propane tanks, 20-pound propane tanks, and I get the ones of gauges, so you can actually see what's going on in there. And it slides out, just pull the pin, and then it slides out like that. You can see the second gauge right there. Of course, when you're a boondocker, you're going to get some violations here and there. Now, it took me a while to figure out what these clips are for, but because there's the canopy that just cruises out there, you spin the knob there's a part that comes with it, and it just extends, kind of like an infinity style. But then it has arms that secretly come out of it and then attach to that point. And another point here, so a good little addition. Notice the windows are like a plastic type acrylic. There are dual pane, so there is a sealing of the weather, but obviously, and it's a lot lighter than glass. So that's why they did it, to save a lot of weight. You're saving like, I don't know, 20 pounds, 25 pounds per window, because they weigh nothing. Now let's take a look at the batteries. We got a little insulation from the winter, but it's a Battle-Born. You can see it right in there. 100 amp hour hooked up to my solar system, and I got 4 solar panels on the roof. And this was the best purchase I've made in years, was getting these lithium batteries. Where's this one? There it is. And you can see I have actually a monitor in there to measure temperature, so in the winter time I need to get some kind of battery heating system, but I vented the back of the box. to access the interior's heat as well. But you don't want your lithium batteries below freezing, or charge them below freezing. They will dissipate, but you cannot charge them below freezing. Now there's an entire compartment below. It's kind of a basement. And what I did is I just had some general tray Tupperware that I slide in and slide out, and then another one behind it that I grab with a hook. So we're not going to get into that today. So one's locked, and then you always have the other. And just to remove the stairs is to remove these things, and the stairs pull off. Now, let's take a little walk inside, guys. The Northern Lite 10.2 2006. And so to give you an idea, they're made in my hometown Kelowna. And the general weight is 1350 kilograms. This was June 05 it was made. 6.3 cubic foot fridge, it mentions right there. But the actual weight should be somewhere else in like the cupboard. Now, right off the bat, I did add a bar right here to grab, make it easier, open and close. I use AMSOIL carpets, and it's nice to have a little carpet as well that you can pick up and throw the dirt out. And it's nice to have a blower instead of a vacuum, actually. And I have a little garbage can in the corner, easy to do. Now here's my old solar controller, a piece of shit that I was unwittingly sold. And later on I got an Pt.1 controller. So I'm just getting ready to go on the road, heading to the racetrack. So right now the monitor is Velcroed. It's not falling, it's Velcroed. And I got my laptop in the bag, and I got a little fur rocking out for my seat, for my video editing station. Since I'm on the road, I put this tray in the sink. But normally when I arrive, I just have it on the counter like that. And I use my oven all the time. The oven is key to the nomad life, and it's nice to use parchment paper with those trays. Save yourself a whole bunch of time. Now here's where I'm monitoring things as well, 72 and 79 in the battery bay. I can't even remember where they all are in 5. That is the actual fridge. And give you an example, a little freezer. Live on frozen stuff from Costco, often it's great ideas for when you're a nomad. And fridge, I always put the soda at the top because it's coolest at the top with the fins. And I used to always put it down here, but this was normally full of hummus and guacamole from Costco. And you get your hot sauces, etc. So now that we're looking back outside, we have a fantastic fan on the roof. And then they just put those little crappy little fans in the bathroom. Way inefficient. At least it's there, but I would like to see fantastic fans everywhere. So one day I'll maybe replace it when I have some time. And when you're on the road, you want a lot of hooks. Hooks are key. Use hooks for everything. And this is how you access the lights. And then this is the outside light. All LED bulbs everywhere. I put LEDs. I got Christmas lights rocking. When I just turned the inverter on, obviously, because they're running off of AC. And you know, you gotta have your paperwork, and so you see the Christmas lights and hats and the flare gun and some flares and some other guns hidden around. And I got the lights on as well. And it's a queen bed. Now the key to a bed in a truck camper is moisture. So I have created a block area between the two foils, and there's a fan at the back. I just plug the fan in right here, hit the switch, and bam. And I also have a laptop up here with a monitor, and the monitor swivels out when I'm sitting down at the table, so I can sit over there or here and look over and watch my Seinfeld. And of course, when I'm driving on the road, I just put some elastic bands around the back, and this little collar locks on. So now it's not gonna pop out much at all. No issues at all. And I got a skylight above. Now these are always issues. These are from Europe, and you do not want to break it. I had Summerland RV install a new one after I had a person's canopy from the racetrack fly and smash a hole in it. Well, then Summerland RV installs a new one, and it leaks the next day. I take it back, and they reinstall it, and then they break the latches. And then they say that I did that. So yeah. Anyways, guys, my name is Marcel Irnie. That's a quick walkthrough. There's more to come in the future. Cheers.